So I'm Mike Lynch. I'm the section leader for water and sewer from South Africa originally, if that means anything. So our household water comes from the mighty Clarence River Valley catchment area. This is a 23,000 square kilometre area, and it's one of the largest catchment areas on the eastern coast of Australia. From that area we have it coming from the Aurora River, and just up the road here we have the Cochrane's Pool, and we pull water from that. We also have access to the Shannon's Creek Dam, which is a 30,000 megalitre dam, and we have the Namboida River pipeline. So the Karangi Dam was built in 1980, bit of a special dam because it's one of the only dams that has no rainwater coming directly into it. We can control what water is stored in this dam, which helps us greatly with the treatment. From this dam, its gravity feeds down, and about a kilometre down the road we have the actual treatment works, the Karangi water treatment works, where it's purified. It's a state-of-the-art water facility that was finished in 2009, and from the plant it is then put out and it goes into the reservoirs that we have. From there it gets fed back down by gravity into town and into the outlying areas. We're different because we can control what's happening behind us in the dam. So what we're getting is we're getting continuity in our treatment. If the water coming through from the rivers becomes very turbid or above 5 in turbidity, we then shut that water off and we draw only from the dam. So we choose and pick where our water comes from and at what time it comes in. The water is tested in our water treatment facility. It's tested on a daily basis. There's also little boats that go out and test this water from behind us. So it starts right from here. We start testing water, it goes through, and then we treat the water. It's tested throughout the system, and then we also have electronic devices that check to see that our water is meeting the Australian drinking water guidelines. And I would say that Coffs Harbour is one of the councils that exceeds in the quality of the water that's given out. We have 2 water treatment plants at the moment, and that being the one that's just down the road here, which is Karangi, and we have Nana Glen. We have 7 water pumping stations to get our water to all the reservoirs and all the places that we need to, and we've got 750 kilometres of water main pipelines. All right, if you wake up in the morning and there's no water, so the first thing that you would do is obviously go and check that your house hasn't been shut off somewhere outside your house on the wall. Also check around your garden to see that there's not water spraying out from a broken pipe within your property. And see at the meter, and see if that has been shut off by somebody. And then at that stage you would phone the council and say, look, I've got a problem, I've got no water. And we would then send somebody out to come and have a look and see what the problem is, or we'd already know what the problem is. So there might be a break in the street or something like that. All right, so if you're receiving a large water bill, what you do is you go out to your meter and have a look at that. And the very far right little dial, just watch that for around about two minutes and make sure it's not moving. Obviously at this time you wouldn't flush any toilets or use any water in the property. Make sure that everything's off. Then you check that dial and see if that dial is turning. If it's not turning, well then you wouldn't have a water leak, you just are using excessive water. If it is turning, then you have a water leak, and you need to check that out and see what's happening. If you're still not sure of it, you can call the council and the council will give you advice on that. Just living by the seas, the Coffs Harbour is one of the best places in Australia, and you can put that on there.